Indeed, it is a truly important because Ukraine, a 46 million nation of Eastern Europe, substantial part of Black Sea area that survived global nuclear disaster of Chernobyl in 1986 and became a non-nuclear state in 1994, must and does take active part in the discussion of a wide range of nuclear security issues. Ukraine was a participant of the first in Washington in 2010 and the second in Seoul 2012 nuclear security summits. As a gesture of goodwill, Ukraine refrained from storing 80 kilograms enriched uranium intended for research in experimental reactor. This initiative was highly prized by the United States President Barack Obama and the international community. Secondly, Ukraine possesses powerful nuclear, energetic and nuclear science potential. 4 nuclear power station NPPs, 14 active power units with capacity of 13,000 megawatts that produce up to 50% of Ukrainian electricity. Ukraine occupies the 9th place in nuclear power capacity in the world and 5th in Europe. Nuclear power sector consists of the nuclear power plants, uranium ore mining, dredging and processing companies, zirconium and hafnium plants, 2 scientific research reactors, industry institutes, etc. The Vostochny Eastern Uranium Ore Mining and Processing Enterprise produced up to 830 tons of uranium per year, around 30% of country's requirement. There are uranium ore deposits in the 3 regions of Ukraine, Dnipropetrovsk, Mykolaiv and Kirovograd Oblast. Ukrainian uranium concentrate is sending to Russia for enrichment and nuclear fuel production, then returns to Ukrainian NPPs. There is dry storage facility for spent fuel at Zaporizhia NPP, but other VVR fuel assemblies are sending back to Russia for storage. Next, please. As a result of Chernobyl disaster, world's biggest area of radioactive contamination was formed on Ukrainian territory. Here are the ruins of the 4th reactor of Chernobyl power plant and inactive but not entirely decommissioned reactors number 1, 2, 3. Absence of centralized repository for the spent nuclear fuel is a problem for Ukraine, as well as for the majority of world's countries. As a result, highly active fuel containing uranium 238, 235 and plutonium has to be transported over long distances to Russia. The same situation exists for European countries, Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands, that transport spent fuel to France or Great Britain. Such transportation poses a great environmental threat and are an attraction for terrorists that dream of creating a dirty nuclear bomb. Having lived through the Chernobyl experience, Ukraine pays great attention to nuclear security issues. First of all, responsibility of Ukrainian state for overcoming the Chernobyl catastrophe is fixed in the Constitution of Ukraine. There were adopted such fundamental laws such as the law of Ukrainian on the use of nuclear energy and radiation safety, 1995, and the law of radioactive waste management. Among those fundamental laws, the law on physical safety of nuclear facilities, nuclear materials and radioactive waste. Also, a national plan on realization of the Washington Summit decisions for year 2010-2012 was developed. The country actively cooperates with Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, the EU, NATO, Interpol, and other organizations concerning these issues. According to NGO Nuclear Threat Initiative data, Ukraine occupies the 15th place among 32 countries, right after Belgium and the USA. as one of the most responsible in dealing with radioactive materials countries. Belarus is on the 17th, Russia on the 21st place. But all this must not entitle us to calm, considering the increasing number of terrorist threats, especially nuclear ones, in the past years. It is enough to take a look at the map of Europe and understand the importance of Ukraine's geopolitical role to realize that Ukraine can become an object of nuclear terrorism and nuclear materials illegal trafficking. In the year 2011, Ukrainian Secret Service, SBU, stopped activity of 15 criminal groups involved in illegal trafficking and trade of radioactive materials. 87 kilograms of nuclear material, uranium-235, 238, and 600 kilograms of radioactively contaminated pipes from Chernobyl zone were withdrawn. Earlier, in 2007-2009, Border Service stopped attempts to transport radioactive materials for the purpose of selling. State Nuclear Regulatory Inspection of Ukraine informs the IAEA database on nuclear and other radioactive materials illicit trade. Despite President Yanukovych's announcement of Ukraine's non-allied states, which I consider a great strategic mistake, Ukraine cooperates with NATO's Verification Coordination Center and the high-level defense team on the issues of non-proliferation of weapons of mass destruction, realized joint environmental programs. In year 2005, Border Monitoring Group was created by IAEA, the European Union Joint Research Center, JRC, and the Department of Energy Second Line of Defense Program, SLD. The purpose is to coordinate efforts to strengthen the global capacity to combat the illicit trafficking of nuclear and other radioactive materials. In Ukraine, JRC and SLD coordinated their selection of border crossing to be equipped with detection, resulting in better use of the available resources. Next. They provide joint training sessions for frontline officers in Ukraine. Training programs are designed for customs, border patrol, border police, and other frontline officers. Dear participants, despite all the efforts of UN Treaty on the Non-Proliferation participants, the threat of nuclear weapons proliferation and nuclear terrorism is growing in the world. Physical safety of nuclear facilities, primarily NPPs, has become a matter of international importance. In my opinion, protection from cyber terrorism capable of damaging nuclear power plants and other objects holds a special place. And I welcome this topic in this conference. I hope that our conference will become an important step to the strengthening of nuclear security. Thank you.